Hello, you guys. I thought today would be a fun topic to talk about is it okay for men to pay for sexual services? Let's say porn or an escort, a BDSM session, a massage with a happy ending. Is that okay, or does that make him a loser or bad or someone you should never want to date? I think that there are certainly people who are going to have their different opinions about it, but I want to come at it from a couple different points. One is the relationship angle, where ideally we're all in this wonderful, healthy, evolved relationship where we can be ourselves, where we're accepted and understood and loved and appreciated, and we can satisfy our partner's needs, their most basic needs, including the need for safety, peacefulness, sex, affection, trust, security, and all of that. And the real world, unfortunately, doesn't work that way. Then, at the other hand, we also want to look at, is it bad for men to even consume these services, single or not? Is it bad for women to participate in these services? I think I'm going to just focus more on the relationship angle, and I'm inspired to make this video by a conversation I had recently with a friend about this very topic, because she's a very pro-relationship person and she does relationship coaching. And I do have a soft spot in my heart for really yummy, juicy, evolved relationships where people are really thriving and able to grow. And I've made a lot of videos on my channel about this topic. It's about relationships and love and sex and all of that. But what if you're not in a relationship? What if you're single? That doesn't make you a loser. I'm single. What if you're divorced? What if you're married to someone who has no sexual desire at all because something happened when she was little, or maybe her libido is super low, or she has health issues, or maybe she just doesn't like sex and never did for whatever reason. And now you're married to this person. And I think what a lot of women don't seem to appreciate is how strong the male libido really is. Now, just because a male has a strong libido doesn't mean that he can do whatever he wants with it, okay? He can constrain it, he can push it down, he can push it away. But let's acknowledge that a man's libido is very, very strong, because without it, if we just had two women in relationships, we would have a lot of lesbian deathbed. Have you ever seen two lesbians together? Eventually the sex just fizzles out because you don't have an instigator. But you look at gay men, even in relationships, they're having orgies all the time. It means nothing to them. Sex is a sport, it's fun. They just have a greater need for variety and for sex, and I think that's due to testosterone. Therefore, I think that a man has a lot of different options if he finds himself horny for long stretches of time with no partner, either because he is on a career trajectory, he doesn't have time to date, maybe he travels a lot for work, maybe he's married and doesn't want to cheat, maybe he has realized that having a one-night stand with a woman comes with a lot of downsides, like he can get women, but what if she's crazy? What if she wants to end up having a relationship with him and now he's going to break her heart, because you know how we women are. What if he doesn't have the time in his busy career to go out and meet women, to swipe, or to go out to the bar and try to pick somebody up, and he doesn't want to invest all that time doing that? What is wrong with the convenience of finding a provider to meet his needs? The same way I go for a massage. I love going for a massage. I just feel so spoiled and taken care of, but like a wonderful touch, and my body feels so much better after a massage. Now, I know a massage is not the same as a sexual interaction. I don't mean to say that it is, but it's about going to someone to do something for me that makes me feel really good. I guess you could say maybe liken it more to women getting their mani-pedis, because men might also get a mani-pedi, but it's not as common. Women love getting their mani-pedi. Even though we could do our own nails, it's just better to have someone else do it for us. Now, I'm not trying to say that sex is like getting your nails done, but the idea is the same. We live in a society where people are willing to provide affectionate services, whether they're doing our hair, our nails, giving us a massage with a happy ending, giving us a sexual session, giving us a Just for Fans and OnlyFans where we can be entertained by their content. It satisfies a need that men have that I think a lot of women don't understand. Say that you're some guy who's married and you've been married 20 years, 25 years, you love your wife, you're never going to leave her, you're so horny. Women don't understand this. But if you can ever imagine a horny time in your life, like in your late 40s or when you were ovulating, or you had feelings for a guy who ignited this lust in you, right? Just imagine that. And then imagine having that going on for months and months, and your partner doesn't want to touch you. And I guess the answer could be, well, just get her into therapy. Or, you picked the wrong wife. But that's such a simple answer, because a lot of these women who don't like sex, they don't want to go to therapy. So are you supposed to leave your wife because she doesn't want to have sex with you? Because sex to the man is not just about a release. It's about feeling seen, feeling touched, getting to touch a woman, wanting to please a woman. There's so many more aspects to it besides just the mechanics of like a pump and dump thing. It's the whole human interaction of being held naked. I really think that providers are a really great resource for men at times in their life where they either haven't found the person to marry, they don't want to just have a hookup with a woman that could be left heartbroken, they're married to someone who doesn't want sex at all, and he doesn't want to leave her, he doesn't want to have an affair, and this is a way to get his needs met. And interestingly enough, men can feel very satisfied in their marriage when they have this kind of an outlet. Believe it or not, as a woman, I don't get it, because when I was unhappy with my sex life in my marriage, the last thing I wanted was to find another guy. Okay, that would have just made everything worse. But I'm a woman. I don't think like a man. But men report that after having been in the arms of a woman, they feel so much happier and they can go home and be a better man. Likewise, many young men, they find themselves at a time in their lives where women are not always around the way that they were when they were younger. It's easy in your 20s to get sex if you want it, as a man or as a woman, because everyone around us in our friend groups or peer group and going to college, which is what a lot of us did, is single. If we're working somewhere, we're surrounded by other people our age who are also single, we can start dating. But after the mid-20s, the number of single people declines precipitously because they're pairing up, they're living together, they're getting married. And by the time you're 30, the number of other single people your age has really shrunk. So if you're a man and you want to have sex and you're still focused on your career, what are you supposed to do? You're not in college anymore, surrounded by other single women. You may be working from home. You may be traveling. More and more people are working from home. We don't have these social groups like we used to have. And so what are you supposed to do? Go out to the bar to pick up some woman, swipe through an app? Where are you supposed to go to meet women? And same as for me, like where am I supposed to go to meet men? Typically people met through their friend groups and at school or at work. And these opportunities are really shrinking. So why not flip through the ads, find a provider that can meet your needs, and have a legitimate human exchange and interaction. The same way that I go to pay to get my nails done, the same way I might go out to a restaurant to have myself served a meal, the same way I will get a massage or get my hair done, or go to a personal trainer. I'm paying someone to provide a service for me, and really what men are looking for is the touch and the love of a woman, the love and affection of a woman. Because if it wasn't that, they can just get a pump of pussy. What is that thing called? The fake pussy thing. They would just get that or use their hand. It's not just about getting a release. It's about being with the woman. And that is, I think, a really good way to do it. Because let's face it, not all of us are going to be in a relationship and in a relationship that has any kind of sex in it, frankly. So that's what I think. But I want to know what you think. And I will be back for your comments.